with not so silly points, we take a subject very close to the heart of the Indian Parliament, Australian continent, all Anurag Kashyap movies, AIB, and my poopy from Chandigarh who's just delivered a baby boy. Congratulations, Pammi. Well, the question still remains, should sledging be allowed in the World Cup? Shit, bloody hell, I don't think it should be allowed. Well, today to discuss this issue, we have a very distinguished panel. Hopefully. Our first guest is Kanhaiya Lal, who writes lyrics for Bhojpuri films, songs like Ganne ke khet mein, Sarson ke khet mein, Gehu ke khet mein. Basically, this man has turned sledging into an art form. The second guest is the same as last episode. I think he slept in the studio. Kishore. The third guest is a cricketer who's played for UAE, Singapore and Hong Kong. Well, if the United Nations is listening, please give her a job. Come on. With that, let's get straight into our first guest. Figuratively. Kanhaiya Lal, what do you think? Should sledging be allowed in the World Cup?
ओए हैं बड़े हमारी परंपरा है ओ मां छाड़ देंगे.
Wait. Please stick to the point, Kanhaiya Lal. There's no need to politicize this issue and bring in history.
Ban.
What? Kanhaiya Lal, Virat is not from UP. Please, no. You have your information wrong. Moving on to our next guest, Kishore. Kishore, do you think sledging should be allowed in the World Cup?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, Kishore has not moved an inch or a word from that phrase. With that, let's move on to our third guest. Ms. Jain, what do you think? Should it be allowed or not?
Well, okay, look, from a personal standpoint, I don't have an issue with it. I don't do it personally. I'm a wicketkeeper and we talk the most on the field. I focus on encouraging my own team rather than trying to bring the other team down. But I think it's a cultural thing as well. I know, for example, the Aussie teams from school cricket level, they sledge each other. They don't have an issue with it. They'll take jabs at each other. But we're a bit more sensitive. I think the teams from the subcontinent were a bit more sensitive to that issue. So whether it should be there or not, personally, I'd say I don't have an issue with it. Just focus on the game and play cricket.
Well, I think we should pay you more. Well, what have we learned from the show today? That sledging makes the otherwise dull game of cricket more bearable? Or does it? Or doesn't it? Pam, you've already sent me 27 selfies of the baby. That is too much. Come on. We all know you're a mom and not the only one in the world. With that, I'll see you on the next episode of Fine Legs with not so silly points. This is me, Bhairavi, saying, piss off. That is a lot.
What a performance! Awesome batting display.